Greetings, gentle viewers.
And howdy, howdy.
We've been gloomy enough, so let's start with even more gloom.
Hooray, despair!
Proof that you've cleared Chapter 4, a memento of Gonta. Left empty after no one remained to care for the insects.
As if we needed any more reason to feel miserable and sad and depressed about this.
I don't feel bad for the bugs, really. But
Well, that's not the point, Damon.
anyway, we may as well start with our predictions. Previously, we've been putting them on a phone and swapping the phones to look at it, like the notes. But this time it seems pretty obvious. Why don't you go first, Billy?
Well, now would be the time that Kokichi's going to kill someone, I suspect. And I really think that person is going to be Kaito. And I even think, and this is just my own personal speculation, because I think it would be very interesting.
I think it's pretty plausible, though.
I think Kokichi's already killed Kaito. I think when he punched him, that could have theoretically started him dying. So he's going to drop dead at some point, and we're going to have to figure out that it was Kokichi at the end of the previous trial that did it.
What would be interesting about that is if he didn't intend to.
Yeah. I think there would be a degree of cosmic justice to that, perhaps.
Funny way you say that when talking about the ultimate astronaut.
I said that way on purpose.
Consider this. What if Kokichi actually does try to kill him, and we end up finding proof that he did not? Like, in the investigation and the trial,
Oh.
we find out that it didn't work.
And that he died from his sickness.
And that Kaito is already dead. And so it's like, well, what do? We have no evidence. But it was still Kokichi because of what you said. I actually think that would be like a pretty interesting, like, double fake twist.
Oh, double fake out. I really want him to die is, I guess, the main point I'm trying to express here.
Kaito?
Oh, no, Kokichi.
Well, Billy's prediction, regardless of any method or anything like that, Kokichi kills Kaito, is kind of the obvious prediction. So, just to make things spicy, I'm going to make a different one. However, I actually do kind of believe it's going to be Kokichi kills Kaito, unless, well, there's no point in getting into it now. It just depends on what the final thing in the next chapter, or in chapter 6, is going to be.
Yeah.
And I have some ideas about that, but we'll, if we execute Kokichi, are we still going to be facing off against Kokichi in chapter 6?
Right.
I think that's pretty plausible.
Mm-hmm.
Plausible is the thing. Not necessarily probable, but you could believe it. So we just have to get information. Anyway, my prediction, and I'm not sure I believe it, but I'm going to make it just because, is that Kaito is going to kill Kokichi.
Oh.
Thus, giving Kokichi the ultimate win. Mr. Trust and Mr. Friend himself is going to be the blackened.
Oh.
Anyway, both of those things are pretty interesting, huh? Speaking of pretty interesting...
You set yourself up for that! We're the Bittersweet Gamers!
Well, if you wouldn't have jumped in, I was going to actually turn it around and say we weren't interesting, but you decided to save me and give me a compliment after all. I'm the opinionator.
And I'm We Squared.
Well, here we go. The morning after Gonta was declared the blackened, we gathered in the dining hall as always.
Once again, kind of fast-forwarding us around and not making us do the run-aroundy ourselves.
Well, after this, probably. Oh, yes, something else that's really interesting. In Danganronpa 1, Chapter 4, which is the chapter that 3's Chapter 4 most closely resembles, at the end of it, after the death of the large, long-haired, wild-haired, brawny character, everyone came together. And the person who said, I'm going to win this game and I'm going to kill you all and nothing will stop me, realized the error of his ways and decided that he would not kill.
Right.
And the cast all united together. However, in V3, at the conclusion of Chapter 4, after the death of the brawny, long-haired, wild-haired muscle person, everyone has been torn apart. Ish.
Yeah.
The problem is really starting with Kaito, but if it doesn't get...
If it doesn't get addressed, it'll spread to the others.
In some way, yeah. As always. No, how could that be? With everything that happened yesterday, we're not just gathering as always. I mean, look at how many of us there are. We're not even all here! Even in such a dark time, one of us was still bright, trying to cheer us all up.
But Maki, bless her heart, just isn't that good at it.
Well, let's see who it is. It very well could be Kaito.
Jeez.
Don't be stupid, guys. There's no way I'd die, you know?
I'm Kaito Momota, luminary of the stars.
Yeah, what he said.
Hey!
Are you really okay?
Well, he's for real. And now more than ever, since he's been directly called out and even quote-unquote betrayed by Shuichi, he has to, prove that he's right by being even more himself. Of course, the idea that he was betrayed is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think that Maki could actually easily talk him out of it.
I agree.
But she'd have to do it.
Yeah, that's the real problem here. Maki's personal skills generally involve making one less person.
Right, if you remember. Okay, that was good! It just really hit! Personal skills involve making one less person. The thing is when Kaito left...
She was really shook up.
She had the look of death on her face. I'm just not so sure that she's in the right place to be doing anything other than worrying about Kaito.
Got it.
I'm telling you, I'm just fine. I wasn't feeling great yesterday, but after a good night's sleep, I'm all better. I ate a lot of meat, I slept a lot. That's how it works, right?
Yeah, tuberculosis is cured by eating lots of meat. It's probably not tuberculosis, of course. That's just classically the disease represented by the quote-unquote fatal illness where you cough up blood and look at your hand and there's flakes of blood on it. Maybe it's some type of radiation sickness from training?
Maybe. Huh. I'm 100% better now! But there's no way you'd get better so quickly after coughing up that much blood. I told you, didn't I? I just coughed too much and cut my throat a lot. That's all.
I hate to break it to you, but Billy, for instance, when he coughs with the strength of a roaring tornado rolling down the central plains of the United States, ready to take us all to the land of Oz. And he will do it over and over and over. And if you're like, Billy, why are you coughing so hard? And he's like, I'm coughing lightly. This is normal. Everybody does it like this, right? If he hasn't been coughing up giant gallons of blood over and over from having slit his throat from the inside, then there's no way Kaito has.
Okay.
I need to stop before...
You should stop, yes.
Okay.
Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard? Or suffering from a chronic...
Idiot.
Don't be stupid! If I had a chronic illness, I wouldn't stand a chance in astronaut training. Seriously, you guys are worrying too much. Just 'cause you all love me and can't help yourself.
Of course we'd be worried. You coughed up 4 gallons of blood.
My bad.
Well, that would be instant death.
But I'm serious. You don't need to worry about me anymore. I should have told you guys I wasn't feeling well. I made you worry for nothing.
come on, man.
Oh, okay. Don't glare at me like that. If I do start to feel bad again, I'll have you guys help me, okay?
How would we do that? Also, just like Kokichi said, you're still lying. Also, to get into astronaut training, you had to do all this crazy illegal stuff to fake being able to take the exam illicitly. Of course you would have lied about it, if you in fact had something.
That happened in FTE land. That doesn't count in the main storyline. Now that that's out of the way, let's eat! Yeah, come on guys, let's all eat! And so he leaves the place where you eat. Oh,
No. Kaito spoke cheerily, then left to go get his meal, pushing himself way too hard, and literally no one believes him. Is there really nothing wrong?
Shuichi, please!
Should I just think, yeah, I don't want to be a bother to him, especially after I made him mad by not agreeing with everything he said? With what I saw yesterday, how can I act like nothing's wrong?
Despite Kaito's remarks, he should probably receive medical attention, just in case.
I guess.
Now we've got another reason why we need to get out of here.
Okay.
And on top of that, we need to do it fast.
But
Escaping is all well and good, but what does the outside look like?
I hate to say it, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be better than a killing game.
Yeah. We still don't know what the secret of the outside world is, either. Gonta wouldn't tell us what it was because it would give us so much despair we'd want to die.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I guess everybody else is saying it. Shuichi said it.
I'm pretty sure that was just Kokichi's prodding that made him think that.
They always say that, you know? They're always like, oh, if you knew what was going on out there, it would just be so much despair you'd want to die. You're better off in here instead of out there with the Bob event, etc., etc.
Yeah.
I just don't buy it. I suppose I'm just not really capable of understanding that type of feeling. If it is that awful, that sucks.
You gotta face it. You gotta confront it.
Like a lot. I'd just rather go kicking and screaming is all.
what was that?
If that's true, then what could possibly be happening outside this academy?
Oh, probably the apocalypse. But if it is the apocalypse, the fact that you guys are here should indicate that there's something you can do.
Yeah!
Kaito returned to the table, his hands full of food.
I mean,
We can't figure that out just thinking about it, so there's no point wasting your brain power.
But
But we can't simply not think about...
you know,
Sure, there's a chance the outside world is messed up because of Monokuma.
Yeah, I don't think that's what it is.
No, I don't either. But making us worry about it is what Monokuma wants. He's using it to put pressure on us. Kokichi and Gonta just snapped under that pressure. The outside world is probably fine.
Okay, now Gonta most certainly snapped under that pressure, combined with the prodding of Kokichi. Kokichi didn't snap under the pressure.
Kokichi came pre-snapped into the whole thing.
Yeah. However, the outside world is most definitely not fine.
You.
You're such... You're such an optometrist. Can you prescribe some rose-colored glasses for me, too? Oh, that's good! That's good! I thought she was just flubbing Optimus.
Huh.
I think you meant Optimus, though that correction does make sense.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm gonna remember that.
Either way, that's something to think about once we get outside. So focus on that now.
Shuichi!
As
I am not one of those. I'm not.
As a detective, not a what are your thoughts on this, Shuichi?
Okay.
Well, I've considered a few theories, but I can't say for sure because if I do, ex-Aniki is gonna yell really loud and kick me in the head, scream at me, and then drip blood in my ear or something. Really concerned about it.
You're right.
Well, that's understandable. There are barely any clues.
Oh, you were talking about what's going on outside, not what's going on with Kaito.
Well, there's barely any clues to that too, frankly.
There's not zero clues, but the characters don't have all the clues we have, and even though we have more clues, that doesn't mean that we're right.
Right.
Since the incident yesterday, Kaito won't look me in the eyes. He must still be angry. I mean, give him a day or two.
Yeah, he'll get over it.
Well, I do think they need to talk.
I agree. Well, they can talk at night when they do training, right? It'll be the perfect excuse for Kaito not to do the training.
If Kaito goes to do the training.
Fair enough.
He might not. That's what I'm saying. Just give him a couple of days to, be upset.
Yeah.
But I had no choice. I had no other options. In the end, Gonta was the Blackened. It's not that I didn't trust him or didn't want to believe in him. It's that if we had voted for someone else, we all would have died.
Yeah. I mean, that's unfortunately the cruel reality of this killing game.
I mean, I like the fact that Kaito is and if I was wrong about who to believe in, then I made a mistake. Okay, but you can't get upset. That's actually kind of admirable. But you can't get upset that you didn't force us all into a suicide pact over that.
Maybe that is what he's upset about. Hasn't Shuichi actually misinterpreted Kaito's silence multiple times in the series of the game? Thinking he's been mad about something else, but then Kaito, it was just Kaito sort of putting everything together. Maybe Kaito can't look Shuichi in the eyes because he's ashamed of himself. Because he was kind of he put on a big hullabaloo, but he was wrong.
Maybe so.
I'm just saying that's happened before in the game. And so,
well, yeah, Kaito always has come out looking good after every sort of conflict, so maybe so. My deduction wasn't wrong. If I hadn't identified Gonta as the culprit, we would all be dead. For the rest of us to survive, Gonta had to be sacrificed. There was nothing I could do. Shuichi isn't the one who put them in this killing game.
Yeah.
And Shuichi isn't the one playing the killing game.
Yeah.
That's Kokichi.
Even though Kokichi got off scot-free, he's the one who killed Miyu and Gonta.
Yeah, that's correct.
It was all because of his meddling.
Hey, so...
Glad we're talking about how to escape, but where'd he go? Kokichi.
Huh?
The instant Kaito spoke his name, a nervous energy shot through us. Well,
No!
he knows he's probably not really welcome here, so...
I haven't seen him. Even if I did, I'd be the one running away. I haven't seen him either. It's like he has completely vanished. He's apparently really good at hide and seek, so he's probably just hiding somewhere. We can't just let that person be. He's, and I say this with extreme sarcasm, a little too dangerous.
I'm sorry. I have always been in favor of taking the problem element, beating them up, or, I'm joking and exaggerating about that, though considering that Kokichi is responsible for the deaths of 2 people, maybe I shouldn't be exaggerating about the beating them up this time.
Well, the only reason you say beat them up is because they usually are not going to go quietly, so they're going to put up a fight.
Right. But, you need to isolate that person and be this way of acting is wrong and only causes problems for the group. So you're not allowed to, as long as you're acting this way, be around everyone else.
Yeah.
The problem element is always obvious.
Yeah.
Granted, it's true that in the case of Byakuya, treating him that way probably would have made things be worse than they actually turned out.
Well, luckily, he pulled his head out of his own t-shirt.
Well, I'm saying he may not have done that if he was treated in the way that I'm describing.
Yeah.
However, in the case of Nagito and Kokichi, And at the very least, in the case of Kokichi, the fact is having that guy around has made things worse, not better.
No, just no.
Again, though, like I said to Gonta, I'll give him a freebie. He's already had his freebie.
Yeah.
So I will forgive him if he makes an effort. However, neither Billy or I think he's going to make an effort.
And especially with how the last chapter ended,
Yeah.
we don't think he's going to make an effort.
Yeah, that was him using up the freebie. The time for me to make my move. Like, okay, time to end this. Yeah, you're probably not changing. Though it probably was the loss of somebody who actually liked him that pushed him to be like, now it's time for me to end it. There's nothing else I can gain. Remember the line that made him like pause and then just shift was, what? You mean having friends in a killing game doesn't make things more entertaining?
Yeah, then he stopped.
And it was like, actually, I did like having a friend in the killing game, and now he's dead. Well, shit.
And I killed him.
I guess I'll have to kill you all.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, not just a little, because he enjoys watching us suffer. His face just screams that he's having fun whenever he sees us suffer. He's not normal. There's obviously something wrong with him.
How annoying.
If we weren't in this killing game, I would have assassinated him already. Point of order. We found out from chapter 3 that you can kill someone. The window's over.
Right.
But if you were going to kill Kokichi, you should have done it in the trial.
Yeah.
Before it ended. It's too late now. Ironic. The rules of this game actually make it harder to kill.
Hey!
Maki roll. That's not good. Playing this killing game is just what Monokuma wants us to do.
He's right, but Kokichi's really bad. I know I am the last person to make the ends justify the means argument.
Yeah.
Because like 97% of the time I oppose that. But in the specific case of a killing game, getting the evil psychopath who wants everybody to suffer out of the way is, especially once he's really started proving that he's gonna be that, is probably the way that you save lives, not take them.
Exceptions to the rule don't invalidate the rule.
Yes, that's it.
Every rule has exceptions.
Well said. I know that.
Yeah?
Yeah? I'm very slow. Is Makiro a nickname for Maki? That's a good nickname.
She's never heard it before.
Surely he said it around her before. It makes me want to take a bite out of her with soy sauce and spicy mustard. Right, Makiro?
It does sound pretty tasty. Hey, she is expressing friendship and positive feelings. You can be mad or embarrassed or whatever, but Himiko was saying that she likes you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, I guess I don't know how close we are just yet. Hey, if we don't do anything, we'll be killed by Kokichi next. I bet even now he's hiding somewhere and plotting against us.
Yeah, he probably is.
No.
No, actually, we're safe right now. Kokichi told us that his objective was to win the killing game. He wouldn't risk a murder that would so obviously implicate him.
That's true. That is true. He is not stupid.
Yeah, that's the reason why he did the last one. It did implicate him.
Yeah.
But he just wasn't the one who did it. And he can't do that again.
Nope.
Nobody would let him. Not unless we end up in another situation where everyone loses their memories and he can manipulate somebody.
Yeah.
That can't happen!
That was completely not even part of his plan. That happened outside the purview of his plan.
Well, I don't think he would have done it without it.
Maybe so.
Well, no.
How could he have predicted that, though?
He was no. You are right. You are right. He was that. It was the secret of the outside world so it was part of his plan. I take that back. That is why Byakuya in 1 never made a move. Because
yeah.
Because first he was like sizing up his odds and realized that Makoto was actually good in the trials. That's why he tested him, for instance, in Chapter 2. And then after that, it was like, well, I'm not positive that I could get one over on him. So I am going to wait until I'm sure. And so he kept waiting until he changed his mind about the killing game and became the Danganronpa superhero.
Still a jerk!
Oh, he's still a jerk, but that's fine. It's not like it's nice to hang around abrasive people, but it's not the worst thing either.
But he might be planning to make us suffer some other way, like how he used Gonta. Anyway, we need to find him as soon as possible. Who keeps covering voices? Yoo-hoo! Here I am! Rise and shine, or sign, or whatever they say.
No one cares.
No one cares.
Yeah.
Yeah, Monokuma.
Why?
What are you doing here? Nobody wants you here.
I've got business with you guys, of course.
What's the point?
It's our prize, right? Hurry up and give it to us.
Okay.
Can do, Magiro. You're being awfully compliant.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. I can't refuse you all, not when I'm all alone and outnumbered. Oh, woe is me.
Huh?
Outnumbered?
Well, yeah, it's just him. No exosols anymore either.
Oh, yeah. Wait, that means violence against the headmaster is prohibited, or is no longer prohibited. Because the way to punish that was death by exosol.
Hey, wait a minute! Well, I'm sure he can still... I mean, he can't directly pilot them, but surely he can move them around.
Well, they made a big deal about them only being...
Yeah.
Yeah, they made a big deal.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah, only the Monokubs. And we haven't seen any of the ones whose pilots have died.
Okay. So if violence is permitted against a headmaster, Maki?
Well...
But I'm used to being alone. Back in the day, I was alone from start to finish.
Except that by finish, you just turned into your operator who was never very interesting and was really much less interesting than you. And furthermore, there was a trader supplying you information. And furthermore, you had combat skills. Here you don't.
So? Why don't you go and make a big deal about it, you jerk?
I think I did. And I'd do it again.
Anyway, here's your prize this time. 2 keys, I'm bored.
You get 2 keys. This one is the last real key, and this one is the real last key.
I'm not even trying.
But which one is which?
That's a good question.
You could make an argument for either being either one. Huh. Well, okay.
Well, what's the difference?
Oh, who cares? They're just 2 keys.
Now then.
Go find the areas that these keys will unlock. Go away, kids, you bother me.
Bye-bye.
See you later. Sayonara.
What a shady person.
What a shady person. What should we do?
All right, well, that was really strange. So, what should we do about this new area?
Why don't all of us go together as a group up to where they are? Because we know where they are.
That sounds way too sensible.
I
think we should prioritize searching for that new area over searching for Kokichi. It likely contains a flashback light, and we may discover some new facts.
Why, you...
So you're saying humans are low priority, typical for a bloodless, tearless machine man?
Oi, what the hell are you talking about?
I'm not sure we're close enough for you to be making jokes like that, Robophobia?
Hey,
What do you want to do, Kaito?
Poor Himiko trying to get in on everyone's, sort of inner circle and joke around with them, and everyone's just rebuffing her.
I know, it's not right. She's trying really hard.
I also like how Kibo actually acknowledged that it was a joke.
That's true. That's true, too. Kibo's the person who can't get close to everybody. He's so prickly. I'm glad that he didn't die. As the game has gone on, I've really grown to like him. Except in the last chapter, where he was just all boo science fiction. I don't want to hear that from you, robot.
I'm worried about Kokichi, but there's no point worrying about him all the time.
All right.
Our first priority is to solve the mystery of this academy. Let's investigate.
Then?
Okay, so I'll hold on to that like always. Hey.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
I thought that he wasn't really going to give them to him. Without meeting my eyes, Kaito placed a key into my palm.
Kaito? Shuichi? What's the matter? You both seem different today.
Leave it to Kibo to be the person who didn't understand the changing dynamic yesterday.
Yeah.
Well,
Read the mood, Kibo. It's fine, so let's go already. We split up
There's only one place it is. Come on, guys.
and began our search. And if there's not more than one place, or I don't know what I just said. It's either above the 5th floor. That's definitely one. And if there's not, if the other place is somewhere else, then we should split up.
Yeah.
Why don't we all go to a place together? For goodness sake. I mean, we're not gonna find Kokichi anywhere.
Yeah, if he's hiding from us, we're not gonna find him unless he wants us to. Oh yeah! There's that suspicious Kokichi checkered door.
Oh, right! We never did mess with that, so I suppose that would be the,
That's definitely where one of them is. And then the other one should be on the roof, right?
Yeah. Okay, see, there really was a place, so if we would have all gone, we would have all found them together. But they won't let me leave until I go to that one. Really? What if I want to go outside first?
Well, that's just too bad, son.
This is the usual way that I fight with these games. Oh, okay.
Or you just couldn't fast travel for some reason.
The greenery is completely gone. This place really feels mechanical now. It looks like construction is almost done, but what happens then?
Also, what's gonna finish it?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was worried about. Maybe not worried, but... An ultimate academy, the likes of which we've never seen before, with various facilities like the Dormito. Various facilities as we make this voyage. Apocalypse. Facilities. Noah's Ark. Will we ever find out what that means?
Now.
Like that. Like, what is that?
I mean, that could very well be a walkway between two habitats. Oh my god, look past it! Like past that wall over there. At those structures.
Yeah.
Whoa! Were those there before?
I don't think so. Oh, well, that's...
Well, that looks like Kibo's lab, but isn't that in the wrong spot? Oh. Hell. Oh. Go back to that map?
Man, you're like...
That wasn't there before. That giant thing on the left.
Oh, I guess that is sort of important. Huh. How fascinating.
Yeah. But yeah, this could be like a energy conduit. It could be a walkway between two habitation pods or something.
That's not a habitation pod, but...
Oh, I guess it isn't a spherical glass tube like I originally thought.
Oh, incidentally, we're gonna save messing with the casino for when we do the FTEs.
Yeah.
After we clear the game.
Yeah.
It just... That seems like the only real reason or time to do it. That way we can get all the keys or whatever at once.
Yeah. Something bothered me.
Is anything bothering you?
But we've only got 2 last keys. We would have been better off with a thief's key and a magic key. Quick, name that reference.
Let's see. Is it Dragon Quest 3? Yes is the answer. We still need the final key to open the jail cells after that.
Huh?
Huh. You know, when we're talking about last keys, I did say the final key is what the other one is called, so, you know. Why is that?
Oh, don't worry about it. I was just talking to myself. But how many times has this happened now?
What do you mean?
The class trial ends, we get Monokuma's prizes, and then we search for a new area. You know, that same flow, over and over. And the fact that all the murders keep happening in the areas we discover. I sort of thought maybe it'd be better if we didn't find anything.
But
to solve the mystery of this academy, we have to... We're gonna have to use the flashback lights to remember the truth. We can't just hole up and hide.
Of course, I know we need to do that too. But come on.
All right!
I'm just going to stop worrying about it.
Well, she makes a good point.
We need to live for Gonta and everyone else and escape this place.
okay.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, then I'll plainly look around the school. I'll let you know if I find anything.
I'm sure you won't, but
Find anything or let us know?
both.
Well, I suppose one does lead to the other. Oh my god!
Is that like a boss arena?
That's kind of what it looks like. I just can't find anything out of the ordinary. There aren't many doors left that could be opened with the keys Monokuma gave us, correct? There is a door in that wall. Perhaps we can get in? There's something next to the door that seems to resemble a keyhole.
Well, I guess we're gonna go in there first then.
I'm gonna bet it's gonna be the futuristic key too.
Huh, too bad. It's just, we didn't really get anything in that lab, you know?
There wasn't anything to interact with.
Oh, crud! Hidden Monokumas!
Oh shoot!
Well, we can't go everywhere yet, so we'll have to wait till free time, I guess. Ugh!
So much stuff to keep track of.
That's a nice Exisal-sized door there.
Oh, that's way bigger than an Exisal.
Yeah, and like a door is way bigger than a person.
You know, I hadn't thought about that.
Let's try the real last key. Ramble, ramble, ramble.
Clap!
That sound! Was it the giant door unlocking?
And everyone is shunted into space.
What? No! You mean we didn't get a big scene of the door opening?
Oh, what a ripoff!
What is this place?
This is...
I feel like I'm on the set of a sci-fi movie. A mecha could pop out at any moment.
I bet that said robot in the script. Roboto. But this is my rant about the word mech.
Well,
so
they didn't use the word mech.
I know that. It's all contained. It's all that same thing. I'm done. It took every ounce of my strength to hold in what I wanted to say. Why, yes, a roboto could pop out. A robot could pop out. I understand.
This does look like some sort of freaking Tron gladiatorial arena.
Yeah, it's Armored Core. Well, maybe more like Demon X Machina.
And oh no, we got a whole freaking maze going on in here.
Yeah, I'm looking for Kumas.
This is putting it understatedly different from the other places we've seen so far.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It makes me want to go play Armored Core.
It's not a lab for one.
Right. I have no idea what this place is, jokes aside.
Yeah.
However, I do feel extremely comfortable here, naturally.
You're in your element.
I'm in my own lab.
Yeah, the Daemon lab. Oh God, I wonder what my lab's going to be.
Get away, don't go in it, don't go in it. At least in mine, I get to come out piloting a robot.
And this maze-like hallway. Perhaps it's to defend the building that it leads to?
Probably not, because this isn't much of a maze. Okay, do I go in the boss arena, or do we go over there?
I don't think it matters ultimately, but go into the boss arena.
Well, okay, here I am trying to involve you, but you don't seem to want me to.
Hey, you asked for my opinion and I gave it. How much more involved do you want me to be?
Shut up!
Whoa, look up? Okay, for a moment I thought those were rockets or something.
Yeah, what?
Now clearly they're pipes.
So, if they're pipes, is this some kind of power plant?
Very well could be. Let's see what's behind door number 2 is what I was going to say, but there's no doors.
Like I was saying before about the sort of design, the mechanical design of this game, it's all future without a purpose. It doesn't make sense to me. It's like just designed to look like science fiction instead of
actual or like functional sci-fi.
Well, yeah, I don't mind if it looks like weird, but why are there all these pipes?
No, I get what you're saying.
Huh.
I kind of thought that'd be a thing we could interact with, but okay.
Like, really, why? What is that?
Well, obviously, it is a hatch so that you can look into the reactor and see Genova.
Maybe so, but like, really, this big building, maybe it is a power plant, but I don't understand why the pipes would be coming out of that. Useless sci-fi versus functional sci-fi? I don't like useless.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's like science fiction trappings without a purpose.
Right, I was just trying to think of some pithy way to come up with it. But yeah, saying useless is not the right way.
And this, what's on the other side of that stinking wall? Why is it glowing green? Why is that there?
What does it mean?
Now, it might mean something. I mean, I guess we're gonna find out what it is. Huh. Wasn't something like this on the other side of the Death Road?
I believe the Death Road had a force field door like this as well, though it was more of an airlock.
What the heck is this? This shutter is huge. Maybe that's like the airlock of this Noah's Ark we're on in its voyage without purpose.
Yeah.
This is...
It seems to be well fortified. It's got a force field and everything.
What kind of damage does it absorb? Do you think...
I see what you were thinking, and you are not going to fling me at it.
I wasn't going to fling Kibo. But if only Kibo can fire a beam like a sensible robot, then we can see if the force field absorbs energy damage as well as kinetic damage.
Well, to be fair, if this is an airlock, we probably don't want to accidentally damage the shutter.
Okay.
That is an electric barrier. We can't raise the shutter while it's active.
Electric or electromagnetic?
I probably meant to say electromagnetic.
Do you get the idea that I am putting up my dukes about this? Grumble science fiction. And I'm not gonna apologize for liking what I like.
Hey!
Okay, I'll stop. I'm sorry.
It took every ounce of energy for you to hold in what you wanted to say.
If they're protecting it this strongly, there must be some secret in there. I mean, look at it!
Yes.
That's a possibility. Let's investigate to see if we can get in. Start poking buttons and everything.
Buttons? Where? Where are there buttons?
He'll find buttons and he will poke them.
Wait, no! Don't fling yourself at the barrier!
Psycho Crusher! See, there's a terminal over there.
Before I could finish my warning, Kibo approached the shutter and...
died!
I was gonna suggest throwing rocks. Run away, run away, run away, run away!
What is this?
Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away!
Kibo!
Get away from there, run away!
Hey!
Oh my! Tisk, tisk, tisk!
Tisk, tisk! Tisk, tisk!
I told you I'm not even trying anymore.
I can see that.
Don't you go setting off the alarm now! Come on! Out of the way so I can turn off that alarm!
Unbelievable.
Jeez! You guys gotta be more careful! Oh, don't! What do I care?
Huh?
Be careful. What was that alarm for? It was so loud.
Yeah?
Oh, that's the alarm system!
I know that.
Here.
You see that motion sensor alarm above the shutter?
No. What? Point out what's the motion sensor alarm.
Oh my!
In order to turn it off, you need to use an alarm remote!
Okay, understood.
Hey,
A super loud alarm will blare if you approach the shutter without turning off the system.
And you're even calling it a shutter. That implies that it's not a door. It is more of...
Like a garage covering? Like that rolls up?
No, it makes it sound more like an airlock. More science fiction-y than otherwise.
Why?
Why is there an alarm system here, of all places? Like it's heavily armored and heavily defended if you're gonna call it a shutter.
Right.
In a place like this, which is exisal sized, it would have to be designed to withstand a bunch of attacks from exisal class things.
Yeah. This place is so important that it needs beefed up security. I guess while I'm here, I'll also explain that electric barrier.
hey,
To turn it off, you gotta enter a 59-digit code in the control panel next to the shutter.
Oh my.
I'll tell you what the code is, but only once, so make sure you memorize it.
Didn't this happen in an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation?
Yeah, I think so. Well, oh yeah, I see the joke here. Okay. 50393485786294056928405692858110110. Leon is in the code. 95939029298778848.
Hey!
Wait, slow down, please. 503. What was the rest? If only we had someone who could record audio. Kibo? Only 3 numbers? Come on, robot! I know you can do better than that!
An electric barrier and an alarm system. That's pretty tight security.
Why?
What are they guarding so closely? What could be in there?
here.
Like I said, this is a very important place.
My mood is swinging.
Well, it used to be important, but that was a long time ago.
Oh,
Now it's just pointless.
that's where the exosols were supposed to be. It's like the exosol hangar.
Ah, okay.
Huh?
That's why it's so heavily defended.
That makes sense.
Pointless.
Yeah.
It's pointless, so I may as well give you guys the alarm remote.
Shuichi, hold on to it and never let anybody else touch it.
You can use it to turn off the motion sensor alarm above the shutter. Like that.
Right?
See? It turned off the alarm system, didn't it? Now just use the control panel to deactivate the electric barrier and you can go inside. You all remember the code I gave you, right? Can you possibly repeat that code you mentioned earlier?
What?
Huh? How annoying! But since it's your first visit, I'll let you inside. Just this once.
Monokuma walked up to the control panel, quickly punched in the numbers, and...
Okay, now you just gotta manually raise the shutter and you can go inside.
Manually?
You can either use the control panel inside to restore the alarm system and electric barrier, or just use the remote control panel out here, or do nothing and the barrier and alarm will stay off.
Now then.
Well then, safe travels.
He just let us into this highly secured area. What's his game?
Yes, that is what you should be asking yourself.
Shuichi!
Let's go, Shuichi. We have no other direction to move but forward. My inner voice is telling me, hope moves forward.
Says Kibo.
Yeah.
Well, Kibo is hope, and that's not quite how they've been putting it, but, you know, you obviously would make the connection.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
Wow.
That's it?
Okay.
Yeah, I was
Exisal
right.
hanger, yeah.
It is the Exisal hanger. Over there. It's the things we've been looking for. I've been looking for this whole game, so we can take them for ourselves.
Hold on. Are there enough people to pilot them all? I think there are.
There's 7, 6 if you...
Ah, dang.
Huh?
I just mean that there's people left over who won't get a robot.
Like Kokichi and one more person. An Exisal? Why, it's almost like Damon said that's what it was!
Oh no!
All 5 of them are here! It's too dangerous! Let's run!
They're piloted. I mean, I understand they do automatic construction work, which is clearly what they were designed for, but they're not going to do anything. They're piloted.
Yeah.
And if Monokuma himself said that they were pointless, and we know that the Monokubs can't come back, well...
Yeah, then all the rules are moot.
Who cares about the rules? We can do whatever we want. Huh.
Uh-oh!
If the rules are moot, then...
Ah!
Wait a second. They aren't moving. They're not reacting to us, and the lights are off.
That's right.
Oh, now that you mention it, you're right. I wonder what's going on.
The Monokubs can't be replaced, and they are part of the construction. Which lends credence to the idea that they were originally part of the Gopher Project, and they were taken over
By Monokuma, yeah.
or whatever,
Oh, yeah.
or Monokuma's controller, or what. I hit the wrong button.
Good job.
Why did you even leave?
Surprise! I'm sure this is a shock to you, but this is actually the Exisal hanger!
Yeah, I know.
Yep, this is where the Exisals are stored.
I see that. A facility for storing Exisals?
That's what I said!
How could such a thing exist? Gasp, shock, etc.
Hey,
This is where I was guarding the precious Exisals so no one would mess with them. But it's pointless now.
Remember that they just about immediately destroyed Monokuma the first time they saw him? And Monokuma himself murdered the last 2. So even though they were obviously under his control to some degree...
In as much as he could control the Monokubs anyway.
Well, that's what I meant. I was talking about the Monokubs.
Ah, yeah.
It clearly wasn't all the way perfected.
Right.
He clearly did not like these things, and they clearly did not like him, regardless of how they talked.
That's...
Is it because the Monokubs are gone? No one can control the Exisals anymore. And without me, not even us.
huh?
What? No one can control them anymore?
You might be able to. We don't know. We don't know if you just have to, like, plug the Monokub in and then they just work. Or if you have to plug them in and then the Monokub pilots them. Or if it's just a very small cockpit with very small controls. If it's the latter, then Monokuma could work.
Yeah.
Huh?
Am I wrong? I mean, you've said in the past that only they can control them.
Well.
Oh, don't worry about my reaction just now. It wasn't a hint or nothing.
Aha. So they can be controlled. Excellent. So we should seize them.
I thought a somewhat over-the-top reaction would put you guys on the defensive.
Do not mock me!
The hell does that mean?
Be quiet.
Now, don't get so worked up. You may be a machine, but you're not a demon model.
Don't get it.
Anyway, I'm out.
Huh. The deactivated Exisals. Is this hangar pointless now that the Monokubs are gone? If that's true, Is nothing threatening us anymore? I understand that taking out Monokuma is kind of pointless.
Yeah.
Painting machine. Huh. This huge machine has several moving arms. What's it used for? Why, to paint the the exosols the right colors. And,
right.
Do maintenance on their paint.
Yeah.
This is...
This machine is probably used to paint the exosols.
Back off, kids.
You're right.
I understand what's going on here.
We're in your domain.
We are in my domain.
This world is mine, Damon.
This is my lab. Yeah, it does kind of smell like paint thinner.
Which means I could potentially use this machine to give myself a makeover.
Go for it. Do it, man. I can suggest some colors if you'd like. Oh, I don't think you need a makeover. You're great just the way you are, Kibo. Everybody loves you just the way you are.
Yeah.
Well, of course I am.
Really, your color scheme doesn't fit your personality. I want you to get painted.
I don't know why that hit me so hard.
Well, then why are you gonna bring it up if you're gonna...
I was just fishing for a compliment. Is that so wrong?
I was trying to give you one. I thought it was a good idea. Man, play with this. This is the Kibo lab. That's why when we were actually in Kibo's lab, he was just like, screw this place. Now we're getting the actual...
Yeah.
Because it's my lab. Yeah, I saw those. This looks like a car wash. Is it for cleaning the exosols? Hey, Kibo, can you take a bath?
Mia would be the one to clean me normally.
This is...
Oh, that seems comfortable.
Can Kibo withstand high temperatures? I don't actually know how high the temperatures get in one of these things.
Well, they don't fry a person inside a car.
That's true. Comfortable, huh? Well, give it a spin. That's a pun. It's a really stupid pun. That's not even a pun. Just do it anyway. Man.
You can really come in here, Shuichi. It's quite invigorating.
This is a huge and powerful machine.
That's...
This hydraulic press is probably used to scrap decommissioned exosols.
There are decommissioned exosols?
Well,
they need to be scrapped? What do you do with the scrap?
I guess recycle it?
Where do you get a new exosol?
That's a good question.
Huh?
But if it's here, scrapping them or parts is the only thing that makes sense. Well, it would be component parts. They're not big enough to go...
Yeah.
I mean, they're too large to fit inside the press, and that is clearly a press. Scrap them.
Yeah.
Yes. Even the exosols could not withstand being crushed by a giant metal slab.
Well, obviously, they're only about, 2.5, 3 meters tall?
Yeah.
It's not really that big. They're likely to be lighter weight than an SUV.
You're right.
Yeah, true.
By the way...
Also, it seems you can control the hydraulic press using that control panel over there.
So I guess someone is going...
Oh no.
Gee, were we a chapter off when it came to Kibo? Is Kibo gonna get hydraulic pressed?
Oh, I hope not.
There's an up and a down button, as well as an emergency stop button. And here's a safety notice, and all this means something real bad. This hydraulic press uses an infrared sensor for safety reasons. This device will, oh no, come to a halt when the sensor detects a living organism.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're gonna find out one way or another if Kibo's actually a robot, aren't we?
The printing the photograph from his mouth convinced me.
I'm just trying to keep an open mind that could just be some sort of sleight of hand. I couldn't explain how he printed the photograph, but...
Well, the thing is that he had the appropriate photograph. He couldn't have prepared it in advance.
I know.
The hydraulic press has an infrared sensor. When it detects a living being, it automatically stops for safety reasons.
That's true.
If someone accidentally ended up in the press, except for you, buddy, the machine would stop. You were never allowed to be in this room.
Yeah, never. Well, what do you think, Shuichi?
You were never allowed to be in this room. Of the safety function? I think it's going to be used in a murder. Why do you ask?
Well then.
Let's give it a try.
I'll pass! Try what?
Oh?
As I stood there confused, Kibo suddenly got under the press.
Are you insane?
Shuichi, please. Please what? If the press comes to a stop when it detects a person, what will happen if it detects me?
It'll crush you and kill you! Are you? Oh, maybe he has lost his mind now that Miyu's dead.
Maybe he doesn't know either way. And maybe what he's saying is, am I a person or not? What does it mean, living being? Like,
I imagine an organic life form if it's got an infrared sensor, you know?
this is a serious problem.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
No. Huh.
Are you sure about that? I don't know if the sensor will work.
If Shuichi hits the button and it kills him...
Then he's the Blackened. Surprise!
However, if he's not a living being, was it a murder?
Well, I mean, it counted for Mekamaru in...
Yeah, but
those were extenuating circumstances.
Worst case, anyway, he was like a cyborg, right? Well, no, I guess he was a robot.
But that was also a specific circumstance. I don't know if we can really apply it one-to-one here.
No, I guess you're right. If it counted for Nekomaru, then it'll count here.
Don't worry. If I sense any danger, I'll move out of the way.
I don't trust your reflexes, and I don't trust how you're talking.
Yeah.
I just really want to try it out. If I don't, I'll never be able to rest in peace when I die.
He's really not sure or doesn't know that he's a robot?
Well, it's the am I a real boy thing.
Yeah, but that sort of thing isn't something a technological scanner can answer.
Of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's why this is foolish. And why Shuichi is like,
So you're going to keep that button on you at all times, Shuichi. You're not going to give it out. When you leave, you're going to lock this place down. Full stop.
People can come in here as long as it's everybody, or at least four.
No one by themselves.
Yeah, at least 4 people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He's not going to change his mind about this. Well, I guess another thing about it is if he really is going to move, then this will answer the question.
Okay, let's do it. But get out of there if it's dangerous, okay?
You keep your hand on that emergency stop button. In fact, put it there now, before you hit the go.
Certainly. Now, if you would be so kind, start it up.
Convinced by Kibo's enthusiasm, I pressed a button. And then... hit the button!
Woo!
Oh no!
That was a close one! What are you thinking about, Shuichi?
Wait!
Yes, it was! Why the hell did you do that? You rolling, pulling...
Why?
Why didn't you press the force stop button, Shuichi?
You
That's
told-
what I was talking about!
You told me to move out of the way! It's not my fault! You're the one who tried to kill yourself!
But
At least we know now.
unfortunately...
It seems I'm only perceived as a machine, not a human.
That wasn't what I said! You're the one who made this happen! Nobody accused you of anything! Are you accusing the machine of robophobia?
That's so dumb!
For now,
Well, to this hydraulic press, that is.
You're right.
Yeah. That hydraulic press is just racist to its own kind. So you just keep that in mind.
Okay!
Oh my
I
god!
think my heart has taken enough. Jesus!
Yeah, we gotta stop after that. I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, are we already jumping to the murder? Geez, this is gonna be a short investigation.
Yeah, that was really freaking close. Alternately, if the press is down, that's maybe where it should stay. No moving that. And again, Shuichi has got to keep this place locked up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, next up is looking at those, which won't actually be that interesting going in there. And anyway, blobbity boop, dop, sippity, heart, surviving, living, death.
What?
I don't know. Words started coming out and it was really odd. Please help.
No.
笑ってふざけ合っても何かが違う何か足りない誰にも言えないこと答え探してみても何が正しい何が間違いゆらゆら揺れる迷いを吹き飛ばせ星のは一段遠くても星さいつでも君のために戦うのさ未来はもう止まらない明日も輝くだろう